G'day guys, just welcome back to another video. I thought today I might just do a movie review of a movie I saw the other day. Probably tell by this says Total Recall review, so that's what I'm going to be talking about today. Now, when I sort of first heard about this remake I'm going to do, I wasn't particularly, I was a bit sort of wary about it. I thought, yeah, I was probably going to be, pretty bad, and had some worries about it, I guess. But I thought I watched the trailer for it and thought, it didn't look too bad, I suppose. And I was just worried about perhaps them, I noticed with sort of newer films they sort of tend to, lots of CGI and lots of action, and sometimes the storyline suffers a bit. But I'm actually quite surprised. I actually thought it was pretty good. I thought a lot of people on the forums just totally trash it, and this is a piece of rubbish. And I don't know. I think it's just more. Okay, you probably disagree with me, maybe, but I think it's more people just have nostalgia for the first movie, so they, obviously want to attack the remake without really giving it without giving it a go. I'm not saying, I think probably the first movie is, a lot better, I think, than this movie, but I actually thought this movie was actually pretty good. Now, first of all, I think if you have sort of seen the first movie, you're probably not necessarily going to enjoy this one as much, I don't think. But I think if you've never seen the original, I think you'll actually probably really enjoy this one. Mainly because it's it's Total Recall. I mean, it's got a very interesting premise to it, and very great sort of. Well, it's really a short story by Philip K. Dick. We can sell it to you wholesale, something like that. So it stars who's in it? It's got Colin Farrell, Jessica Biel, what's her name? Kate Beckinsale and Bryan Cranston. I think they're sort of the main sort of stars to it. I thought Colin Farrell was all right. I didn't sort of have any problems with him. A lot of people seem that he's not very good. He's not a very good actor, but I thought he was reasonably good. Jessica Biel, another actor that people complain about her acting. I've never had any. I've only seen her in a few films, but I've never thought she was a bad actor. And then we've got Kate Beckinsale, which, I don't know, people probably can disagree with me on this, but I really didn't like her in this movie. I don't know what it was. I just found her really annoying, and it just didn't even look like her. For some reason, she's totally different. I don't know if she's perhaps lost a lot of weight or something, but she just, totally just didn't look like, what I'm sort of used to, Kate Beckinsale looking like. And I think she was sort of in the film a lot too. I think she just sort of overused her a bit, and I think they could have perhaps used a lot more of Jessica Biel, because she didn't sort of play much of a role. I didn't think she was just sort of there, quick sort of action scenes she was in there, and then there was, I think it was like one sort of talking scene she was in, and that was pretty much all we really saw of it. Whereas Kate Beckinsale was always pretty much in there all the time, sort of thing. I thought there were some really great action scenes in it, really great sort of fresh action scenes. Things you just never at least I've never sort of seen before, and I really enjoyed some of the things they were doing. I'm not sort of huge fan of action. I sometimes get a bit bored during some of the action scenes. I'm a bit more of a storyline type person. I thought they were really, sort of jumping across, buildings, and great sort of camera work. It's kind of like a pinball camera. It sort of bounces to one section, that sort of bounces to another. I thought that was actually quite good. But what can I say? I thought it was. I think because I sort of knew the storyline to it already. I think in some ways, this film sometimes some scenes were a bit too quick. I thought that sometimes things weren't quite explained properly, and then other scenes sometimes the scenes are a bit too long. I thought, but I already knew the premise, so I sort of knew what was happening. And in some ways, some of the scenes were a bit too short, and some things weren't quite explained properly. I thought in some ways. What else can I say? But I think definitely maybe you should check out. I thought I actually really quite enjoyed it. Not just because the first one, and I didn't perhaps enjoy the first half an hour. I thought some of the dialogue and some of the acting I thought was, I don't know if it was the acting, but it was just, I think because you sort of got some sort of characters from the first movie, but they're played by different actors, and in some way you sort of got used to the original actors from the first movie, and I don't know, sometimes you get these new actors and they just, I don't know, surreal's probably not quite the right word, but it's, I just didn't sort of quite fit the role properly. I didn't think they were So you're sort of just going through the motions in some ways. But anyway, but I think I thought I perhaps enjoyed sort of the middle half a lot more than perhaps the first. And so I think towards the end, I did sort of the last probably 10 minutes. I did sort of get a bit sick of it. I sort of wanted to. I sort of have looking forward to the end of it. It did sort of drag out a bit towards the end. But I think that might have just been me. Anyway, I'm rambling a bit, I think. But yeah, I definitely, if your head's sort of a bit worried about it, I definitely recommend going to see it. Not as good as the first one, obviously. But I thought it was still a really good action flick, and was definitely wasn't average movie. I thought it was actually quite above average. I thought had a few issues with a few problems with it, but I think overall it was a pretty decent movie. So yeah, check it out.